Hey family, what's up? Welcome back to yet another valuable educational video. So today I took a trade on Nasdaq that made me more than 5% on my funded account with the Forex Funder. As you guys know, I'm a verified prop trader. I've traded various prop firms out there. I'm actually going to do a video next week where I talk about prop firms that I traded with this year and rating my experience with them, so stick around for that. But for now, we're just doing an educational video because this video is really going to benefit you in understanding exactly which supply and demand to pick off and how it was able to benefit me in actually getting these trades. Hopefully you can also replicate this kind of trade methods as well on your day trading. Okay, it's going to be very easy, very simplified. So if you're a beginner, intermediate, or even an advanced trader, you're more than welcome to watch this video till the end, and I promise you, you are gonna get a lot of value of it. Make sure to also subscribe, like this kind of videos, because this is what we post on this channel. So I'm gonna jump on my chart, we break it down. Hopefully you get to imitate it on your chart, practice what I teach, and you can also get to this level. Hey family, so as you can see, we're on Nasdaq here on my 1 hour time frame chart. Easily gonna break it down for you here in terms of structure. Already when it came to what we call the order flow of the market, we're already having a lot of confluence with that. In fact, I wanted to do a rough breakdown, but let me go ahead and do it with lower lows, with higher highs by that time, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. This higher low was taken as liquidity, so we have a higher low, a new higher high, and of course therefore here we're imprinting a new higher low. This is where I took the trade. Let's break it down for a normal beginner here to understand in terms of smart money. I take this low, just highlight it, there we go. I take the highest point over here, okay. Let me do this. I take the highest point that I thought I can even see on the market. There we go, we have that room. Now as we've established that room, which trend are we seeing that's going towards another one or another level? So as you can see here, we did have this whole trend that I just spoke about. If we're gonna break it down, of course, we have this as a lower low. Now we have that as a new higher high, okay? And the market, when it broke that to create a new higher high, that was our change of character. Okay, we've established that now. Since we did that, okay, now we're having a lot of break of structure. I'm just trying to break it down how I actually got this trade, guys. Okay, breaks of structure, even right here we had that break of structure. Okay, by the time, so I can't call this break of structure yet, because by the time I was taking this trade, the market had not broken structure. But now let me show you. So since this was the last higher low, I wanted to look for a zone or where the market, that was a lot of volatility, and see if the market had was going to use that again. So of course the obvious one that everyone could have marked was this. But when NFP was taking place, I was looking forward to sells, but not all the way to this range. In fact, I'm just going to highlight it so that I can be on the same level of understanding in terms of what was going through my mind. So we had this demand, and I also saw another demand level or zone over here. Instead of taking that whole thing here, I was able to refine it. I will show you now in terms of refining that, how I actually did it. If we can go to the 15 minutes, you can see now the trend is even more clearer. Okay, the trend is even more clear. So in terms of if I took this demand like this, but I was able to actually refine it all the way to this level, because such demand zones like this, I know for sure the market takes the last bit of it. Okay, but why did I actually choose this zone here over this one where the market created the last higher low? Okay, let's go ahead. So just to understand it, and of course before we can understand it, make sure you check out the prop firm that I'm trading with, the Forex Funder, in the link in the description of the video. They will give you a discount when you use my link, 10%, and also when you trade with them, they have the best customer service. I'm telling you, this guy is mean business. So if you need anything, they are there to answer you immediately. They also have a Discord, so make sure on their website you click and of course you communicate with them on their Discord. They're quite a very good prop firm. I would advise in terms of to trade with them. Okay, now let's go ahead with the lesson here. If we go to the 5 minutes, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. So it's not just I know for sure that this was the last bit of price action, just taking that last higher low right there as it tapped into it. Okay, so since it tapped into it, I had actually put a buy limit. I was it's been a very hectic week for myself and my family, right? But it did not stop me from trading. At the end of the day, I still need to make income for my family. So what happened here, of course, I had to put a buy stop. So this was the trade I took. I was not planning to. I wanted to trade NFP, but by the time of NFP, I had to do some stuff. I had to sort out some stuff. Okay, so I couldn't trade the sells of NFP. Some of my students did catch it. Some are still learning on how to trust our strategy within our mentorship Discord. Okay, and of course I did take my profits right at the next high. I was not being greedy with it because I didn't know if I'm going to be able to monitor. I was willing to take losses as well, given that my stop loss was so small over here. It's exactly how I put it, right? So the next take profit that I had was at this point right here, this high. I knew for sure that I want us to hit that high, okay, as you can see. So to answer the main question of why you're watching this video, how can you spot the best supply and demand? Okay, so there's something here that happens. There was a lot of momentum, right? Whenever it comes to smart money, right, is that you must ask yourself, if the market is taking off to create a new high, right, to break structure, and let me just draw it correctly. If we've broken structure, like sort of like this, when it breaks structure, was there a lot of momentum to break that structure? If here's your higher low, it took off very fast. Therefore, it means we're gonna have to create imbalances there that the market will feel. So the market will wanna pull back there and then use that. If there was no volatility when the market broke structure, that's not a setup that I want to take. So it shows me that they are aggressive buyers. Simply, we can put it like that. When you have aggressive buyers, you are assured that the market will pull back. And also we did have liquidity. So that's why I was sure, even though again I was just not quite optimistic, not really unsure, but I was unbothered if the trade took a loss or a profit, but only to find out that the trade actually went all the way straight to my take profit and made me 5% on my funded account. So they took liquidity here, they went all the way to that demand level, and they just rallied all the way just after selling the market. So as soon as the market sold during NFP, it hit this price action and went all the way up beautifully, as you can see it. So when it comes to trading smart money, the best way to take the best zones is where the market there's a lot of volatility. If there's no volatility, like here in this case, look at this zone right here. Even though it's not mitigated, in fact it was by this, let me show you, the market did actually retest here, okay? But as you can see, this whole trend right here, there was no momentum. So the reason why I was confident that we're gonna take this one and not this one is because of how it took off when it created this higher low. It didn't take off quite very strong. And of course we had a pullback, so this is its own trend where the pullback and the market continued giving us that impulse, and an impulse came so strong with aggressive buyers, and therefore that's the point I used to actually buy. Do you guys understand it? I hope you do. I hope you do. So of course, if you want to be a prop trader, you want to apply the skills on a prop trading account and start making money for yourself, definitely the Forex Funder is one way you have to really go and test them out yourself and see how good they are. I can only speak, but again, they are a good prop firm. They are upcoming good prop firm. They've learned from their mistakes. That's one thing I can say. Every business makes mistakes, but this guys, as soon as they had complaints from people and sort of they adjusted the new website and they took everything up the notch. They even have a surprise coming next year. So definitely I'm excited to be part of them in that sense, where I can witness that growth with a prop firm. So definitely stick around on this channel. Next week I'm doing a video based on the prop firms that I traded, rating them. Yeah, definitely. So make sure to subscribe and like this video if you really enjoyed this type of educational content, and see you on the next video. God bless.